The mission of the Sankofa Global project is to increase the number of women and people of color in science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Many organized communities recognize the need for student support. To address those needs, they personally extend themselves. To celebrate community involvement and intergenerational learning, the Sankofa Global Project is highlighting the work of these extraordinary people.
Okay, the reason why we started our tennis and tutoring is because after I had retired, I was thinking of something that I wanted to enjoy doing, and that was giving tennis instructions to kids that are underserved.
We want to really grow good kids so that they become good adults and good citizens for our community. So it's through tutoring, the educational support so that they are knowledgeable. You know, the obvious connection between sport and education, it's getting great blood circulation and having a great fortitude and attitude towards that sport brings. But we see more than that. We see elements of sport that are important life skills. Failure is the only time where they are really learning a lesson.
Kids do expect to succeed every time they get on the court.
It has to be a balance to execute your best performance under any stressful circumstances. Stay tuned. We're going to definitely have more updates on our tutoring program. All inquiries definitely directed to Bob or myself under info at gogo-tennis.com.
My name is Marlon Bussey, and I've been a career educator in the Sequoia Union High School District for 25 years this year, and I'm currently the very proud pastor of St. James AME Zion Church in San Mateo, California. Well, we're doing lots of things. We've just started a foundation that's creating some real excitement in the community because we're working with several other groups around the issue of students being held back in math. We had a 67% improvement in test scores between the pre-assessment and the post-assessment in 5 days. I mean, that is just, it blows me away. This coalition is pooling our resources and have a lot more impact than if we're each doing our thing separately. My goal is to make sure that students are not held back in math, because if they're held back in math, they're held back from college. If they're held back from college, they're held back in life. We need tutors. We have seniors who are tutoring now, and they're wonderful because I do believe that they're the missing link for a lot of these kids with grandparents that aren't near them. So if I can find a cadre of young people of color who are willing to accept a stipend and come here and work with us as we work with these kids next summer, that's what I'm looking for. You can contact me through our church email, stjamespastor@hotmail.com.
Grandmothers are creating a better life for their grandchildren and your grandchildren and mine. I found grandmother groups, activist grandmother groups in 33 countries, literally all over the world. I realized that there was an unheralded new women's movement. Activist grandmothers. 200 illiterate grandmothers learned how to be solar engineers at the Barefoot College in Rajasthan. Those grandmothers returned to the Barefoot College to teach more Indian grandmothers how to become solar engineers. Their work was so effective that the United Nations began sending them grandmothers from other places. I was there when 20 grandmothers from Africa, 2 each from 10 countries, arrived to study with the Indian grandmothers. Because the Indian grandmothers didn't speak the same languages that the African grandmothers did. They taught by gesture, and they taught by color coding, and they taught by experimentation and diagrams and demonstrations. Grandmother solar engineers have now brought electricity to 10,000 households in India, to 35,000 households in the Middle East, in Africa, in Asia, and in South America. I am convinced down to my shoe tops that it will take all of us, grandmothers and grandothers, working together to create hope and possibility for this world.
Creating inclusive environments in the STEAM fields requires the integration of schools, businesses, our elders, grandmothers, and grandothers to help our students. As the saying goes, it takes a village.